Hi, I'm Trade Passer, and this is my video response, excuse me, to, I'm going to see if I pronounce this guy's right name right. I wrote it down so I don't mispronounce it, but I think I'm going to mispronounce it anyway. Forgive me. Emirate 666, and I'll put the actual spelling of it on this video so you can see. And, his contest, this is my entry into his contest for the Blu-ray for the Expendables. And let me just start off by saying I decided for my video response I was going to talk about 5 of my favorite movies that are on Blu-ray. Okay, so let me first start off with the first one, a classic, a Western, John Wayne, The Searchers. I got this on Blu-ray. I saw this years ago and absolutely fell in love with this movie. I'm a big John Wayne fan, big Western fan. But this movie is fantastic, and in a word, John Wayne, he plays, like I say, Ethan. I think that's his name. His character's name is Ethan. I forgot the last name. But the important part of this movie is that basically he's a veteran, I think, of the Civil War at the time, and he can't stand Indians, and his family, his brother's family, gets slaughtered by Indians, and his niece gets captured. And the main thrust of this movie is him searching. That's hence the title, The Searchers. Him searching for his niece. And the great part of this movie is, the great thing about this movie is John Wayne's portrayal of the character Ethan. He has this simmering hatred of it, not simmering. It's an absolutely blind hatred of Indians. And you're always thinking throughout this movie whether you don't know whether he's actually on a mission to rescue his niece, or he's on a mission to kill his niece, because she's the only one that survived, and she was apparently kidnapped by Indians and being raised by them. So he has just such a visceral hatred of Indians. You never know. There's tension in the movie because you never know if he's going to kill his niece, or is he really going to rescue her, or he's just going to kill her when he catches up to her. And John Wayne's portrayal in this movie is just absolutely stunning to me, and makes this movie an all-time classic to me. You absolutely love it. The cinematography, excuse me, I pronounced that right, and it's just fantastic. And this is one of my all-time favorite westerns, The Searchers. Okay. Now the second movie is a modern classic, The Dark Knight. Okay, Christopher Nolan's second Batman movie. I know a lot of people were anxious when after the success of the Batman Begins, what the second movie would be like. And let's just say in a word, Heath Ledger. Okay, his portrayal of the Joker is one of the all-time great villain parts of all time. And he just I know a lot of people were apprehensive, me too, when I heard Heath Ledger. I said, "Who? Heath Ledger? Can he actually pull it off?" But not only did he pull it off, he surpassed everything. Okay, all the expectations. His character there's just so many great moments in the movie with him. From the beginning, the part where he crashes the gangsters meeting to basically tell them where their balls are, and threatening, saying basically that he would kill Batman for them, but he want to get paid for it. And from the second scene where he's crashes the fundraiser for Harvey Dent, through the interrogation scene with Batman, which is an all-time classic. The interplay between Christian Bale and Heath Ledger is just absolutely stunning. And this movie is just, to me, is just a classic. Christopher Nolan, and Jonathan Nolan, and I believe David Goyer. It's just a fantastic movie. What more can be said about this movie? It's just fantastic all the way around. And the third movie in my collection is Sin City. Okay, Frank Miller's Sin City. Now this movie I never heard. It was basically a comic first, and I never read the comic. But this is Frank Miller and directed by Robert Rodriguez, and the movie was absolutely fantastic. Basically, it's I guess as you say, an anthology of different stories, and the acting throughout this whole movie is just fantastic. From Mickey Rourke to excuse me, I'm drawing a blank on the. Excuse me, Bruce Willis and Jessica Alba, and Josh Hartnett plays a hitman character in there. So I get the names right. Brittany Murphy, Colin Owen, Benicio del Toro. Just you know, Elijah Wood, I forgot he's in this movie too. It's just fantastic. And just the way it was shot by Robert Rodriguez, the whole story. My personal favorite of the stories is the Mickey Rourke story. That to me was an all-time classic, and closely followed by the Bruce Willis and Jessica Alba story. And just the acting, the atmosphere, just it was like basically a comic come to life, and just superbly acted, superbly directed and written, and it's just fantastic. That's why it's in my top 10 of Blu-rays. And now this movie is another classic to me, a modern classic, 300. Okay, this movie, directed by one of my favorite directors, Zack Snyder. The cinematography in this movie, the action sequences, just everything. Gerard Butler is a beast in this movie. Him, Lena Headey as his wife, it's just fantastic. And like I said again, and a young Michael Fassbender, you know, of X-Men fame, Magneto fame, is fantastic. And this movie, it just gets you pumped up when you watch it. It's just one of those action movies that, like I said, it's like almost like a comic come to life, and it's just one of those fantastic movies, and it really gets me. Whenever I see this movie, I'm so pumped up. Now, my last movie is another classic movie, a modern classic, a trilogy, okay? And it's not Star Wars. It's, of course, Lord of the Rings, okay? There we go. This movie, like I said, the J.R. Tolkien story. Of course, I never read the books, but these movies were just fantastic. And any movie that's 3 hours long and it can hold your attention and keep you fascinated and anticipating what's going to happen next, to me, is master storytelling. And Peter Jackson, to me, just for this movie, you know, these series of movies alone, to me, is one of the all-time great directors, because him and his team of producers and actors and directors that put this trilogy together, again, should be highly recommended. And thanks again for New Line Cinema for taking a chance to make these books, okay? Because these movies, to me, are just modern classics. And Elijah Wood, Ian McKellen, Viggo Mortensen, just it's fantastic, beyond fantastic. And what more can be said about these movies? To me, as far as trilogy is concerned, to me, this is one of the top trilogy of all time. To me, I think I know Star Wars is a classic, and I would go as far as to say, to me, this surpasses Star Wars, to me, in my opinion, because the emotion, the heart, and the story, everything put into this movie, to me, makes it a classic. Okay, and so this is Trey Passer saying, this is my entry into the contest. Let me say his name again. I hope I pronounce it right again. Emirate666, and thank you, buddy, for having this contest, and thank you. I look forward to seeing other people's entries. Take care. Hi. One other thing I forgot. For Marate's 666, I will put his link below in the description, okay, to his contest and the link to his channel, okay? And please subscribe to his channel, okay? He seems like a cool dude, okay? Take care.